Yes.
Yep.
Okay, good. Okay, we can go.
All right, we'll call to order this meeting of the Board of Selectmen, regular meeting, April 25th, 2023 at 6:00 p.m. Roll call, Dana Bennett for Selectman. To my right is Richard Matters, Selectman. To my left is Todd Babbitt, Selectman. To his left is Lisa Wood, Recording Secretary. Number 2, Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, liberty and justice for all.
Okay, number 3, approval of minutes from April 11, 2023, regular meeting minutes.
I'll make a motion to approve the April 11th, 2023 regular meeting minutes. I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Number 4, correspondence. You have an advisory opinion from the Grizzled Ethics Committee or Commission regarding proposed standards of conduct for the Ordinance Committee. They only made one suggested change, and it was on number 4, which previously read, the chairman of the Ordinance Committee will appoint at least one Ordinance Committee member to present at the special town meeting. They wanted it to read something more clear, like the chairman of the Ordinance Committee will appoint at least one Ordinance Committee member to be the presenter at the special town meeting. So this will go back to the Ordinance Committee for their next meeting. Number 5, new business, discussion and possible action on 4 tax refund funds for a total of $506.87 as presented by Leona Sharkey, tax collector.
I'll make a motion to approve 4 tax refunds for a total of $506.87 as presented by Leona Sharkey, tax collector.
I'll second it.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. And 5B, discussion and possible action on updates by board members regarding committees. So we should do this at our last meeting of the month. So any news on ERTG? Is that the committee you're on? The tourism?
We had a meeting today for the nominating committee, which I chair, to put up the slate of officers at the annual meeting in June. So we're working on that. Other than that, they just received their state funding for the Eastern region, and they will be fulfilling the grants that were applied for marketing.
Okay. No CIP. We haven't had a CIP meeting for a couple of months. Okay. So the school building committee, the bids are coming in for that. And they will be there on May 1st. They will be opening them on May 1st, and on May 4th, the school building committee will be looking at the bids for the alternative school. Community multi-purpose field is moving along very quickly. They have taken down pretty much all of the field. They still have some of the track asphalt around the field. I think today they're drilling the holes for the light posts to go in. They have moved the bleachers that are on the far side, the visitor side on the field, have to come to the other side, to where the home side bleachers are, in order for fire trucks to get through and get around by that field. Any questions on any reports? Okay. C, discussion and possible action on resolution authorizing the first selectman to execute required documents and enter into a memorandum of agreement regarding the use of federal fiscal year 2022 state homeland security grant funding and custodial ownership of regional assets in Dennis Region 4.
Make a motion to authorize the first selectman to execute the required documents to enter into the memorandum of agreement regarding use of federal fiscal year 2022 state homeland security grant funding and custodial ownership of regional assets in Demus Region 4.
I'll second it.
Any discussion? No discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. All right, old business, discussion and possible action on. Did I miss one? No, okay, this is maybe numbered. Okay, sorry. Discussion and possible action on transferring old senior center van to the recreation department. I think as Todd mentioned last time, this is not going to be done until you get this to DMV May 11th. Is that right?
Yeah, it's in May. I don't remember the exact
Okay.
day, but, yeah.
Registration. So I think we need to table this. Could I get a motion to table this?
I'll make a motion to table.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. And old business, B, discussion and possible action on collection of taxes contract between the town and the borough. The contract has gone up. This is a one-year contract as we sign every time. It has gone up. There are, more taxes that they are collecting, so it's up by about $2,100 for this year. Any questions on that?
That's just because the grand list went up, is that?
There, yeah, yep. Any questions? Any further questions on that? Can we get a motion to execute this? One thing I do want to point out on part of this agreement, you know, it kind of goes back to when we do combine these taxes. I do believe that we're paying the postage for all of those if they go out together. Is that right? In the contract, I think it's the town and the borough bills go together, so we pay the postage. It kind of depends on when they approve their budget versus when we approve ours. So can we get a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the collection of taxes contract between the town and the borough of Judah City.
I'll second it.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. All right, any other business that may properly come before the board? I believe that Lisa sent you the fireworks contract. I don't think I have that with me.
I make a motion to bring onto the agenda for discussion and possible action, the fireworks contract for this year.
I'll second it.
Did you second it?
Yep, you did.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. So this is the contract for fireworks for June 29th. Why does it say
30th?
postponement? It says June 30th, but the postponement date is June 29th.
Yeah, if it's gonna rain on the 30th, they'll have it the day before.
Oh, I see, they'll do it before. Okay, that doesn't seem like a postponement. All right, any comments?
I have a question on number 7, which is the cleanup. And the way I'm reading it is they're not responsible for any of the cleanup from the debris from the fireworks.
Right. They never have, and we've really had nothing we've had to pick up.
So they do pick it up on their way out, basically, or
We've never had
it's
anything
gone?
on our side to pick up.
Oh, okay,
I don't know if it goes in the water or what it does. But
I was just wondering, because usually there's
one
Stuff.
time they had some wooden like crates that the fireworks must have come packed in.
Mhm.
That we picked up the next business day that we were working, but that was it. Nothing of any
Okay.
magnitude.
any other discussion or questions, comments?
I'll make a motion to approve the fireworks contract.
I'll second it.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. The other thing to bring on to the agenda for any other business is a discussion of potential donation of nip bottle money. Somebody make a motion to bring that onto the agenda?
Sorry.
If you could make a motion to bring onto the agenda discussion of possible donation of NIP bottle money.
I'll make a motion to, possible action on donation of NIP money.
I'll second it.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. So at the last meeting, it was brought forth that Friends of Patchogue Forest had requested potentially getting some of the NIP bottle funds. We had talked previously also about the borough who, had requested NIP bottle funds. Probably not to the amount that they had requested, but I guess I'd like to see if we have some discussion. I did get some information from Sharon about what they would spend money on. They would spend money on grippers, bags, gloves, and orange vests. Sharon's group picks up much of the trash around town, not just on Earth Day, but many other days. Do you want to provide us some more information?
Yeah, we, weather permitting in the winter, we pick up, so usually starting December, January, depending if there's snow on the ground and stuff. And just this year alone, we picked up 186 bags, just our group before Earth Day. Earth Day, you picked up at least 100 bags. And I was with Amber in the truck, and bag wise, that's what we ended up picking up. But we're trying to just, I know Montville's working on trying to give their people incentive and stuff to go pick up down roads and stuff. We don't need incentive, we're doing it. And I just figured I'd ask, if we could get a couple $100 or something donated for bags and stuff, because we're trying to help the community,
Mhm.
so.
I think that it will take us a while to collect the money that we need to get a sweeper truck. We get about $32,000 a year. Is that about right, Eric? And meanwhile, we've got all these nip bottles to clean up everywhere. So, where people are doing it, and do we utilize a portion of that to help? I know that the borough has a gentleman that goes around town that does cleanup every day. He sweeps, he does a lot of cleanup himself, and I think they wanted to provide some donation to him to help with that. The statute, as far as I can see, the bill reads that you can use it for street sweepers, you can use it for hiring a recycling coordinator and any other related use. So it's pretty broad. Do you have any suggestions on what we might want to do?
This would be two separate, one to the borough and one to the town, or,
That's kind of what I was thinking. If
two separate.
it picks up in the borough, I think we should match the funds to that person.
Mhm.
Okay.
Do you have a suggested amount?
No.
Have you?
You said what, a couple $100, Sharon?
Yeah, just, it's fine with us, some type of donation, because I know for a fact, because I bought the grippers this year, and we bought good quality for, we still had some of the old ones at the event and stuff there, but you've seen the yellow and the gray ones that we had. They're $28 a piece at 8, and Norwich is the only place where we can seem to find them and stuff. Just the grippers alone are $28. So
I would
figure a couple
suggest
$100 would be nice.
$500. They're doing a lot of work. $500,
I agree. They've worked with us for years on the cleanup, and
right?
I've worked with them on some cleanups in other towns,
Yeah.
and they get a good turnout and a good group.
Yeah.
They do a lot.
Yeah, and it's all year long, that we're doing it,
Absolutely.
this time of
Yeah.
year now, the poison ivy starting to come out and stuff, so we back off a little bit and stuff after Earth Day and stuff, but comes fall when everything starts dying off again, we're back out looking on the
Mhm.
roads and stuff like that. We do the same thing in the forest. Everything we
Right.
do in there with trees and garbage and stuff like that. So, we're just trying to help the communities.
Yeah, and I saw your truck and other trucks all over town on Saturday, so you guys were doing a lot of work, and I appreciate that. Thank you.
And we appreciate you for helping us and stuff. I saw you out there and stuff, and it goes a long way. just to
Yeah,
show what,
everybody
can
contributing.
do
Yeah,
coming together and stuff
You
like
bet.
that.
great. So could we get,
So
you want to, go ahead. Somebody wants to roll that into one motion, or you can make two motions, or whatever you'd like.
I'll make a motion to give $500 to the Patchogue Group and the borough out of the NIP money for a donation.
I'll second that.
Okay. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. You're welcome. Any other business that may properly come before the board? I have nothing else.
Was there
I don't, oh, we had
There's
sent information about that.
youth contract?
Yeah, we're gonna postpone that till our next meeting because I'd rather have Ryan here to give us some information and he wasn't able to come tonight. So we'll postpone that to the next one. All right, number 8, public forum. Any public forum? Dave?
I'd like to compliment and thank the members of Patchogue Pond Group for doing a great job on cleanup, and the Public Works people for doing their effort, and all the volunteers. I just find it very sad that we don't do cleanup enforcement year-round. The ordinance committee spent a long time putting together a blight ordinance that has never been enforced. And I believe we have a blight enforcement officer now. And
We do.
we should be enforcing and keeping our town looking nice like it is now. It shouldn't just be one weekend a year.
Thank you. Anybody else, public forum? Sharon?
Sharon Viadella, Wester Road. I just want to make sure I thank Todd for and Tina for the donuts and everything else you brought and all your support. Thank you for all of us.
Yeah, thank you. Any other public forum?
Tina, why don't you tell Dave your thought for next year with some of the households?
Yeah, Dave, I mentioned this, I think before you came in tonight, Dana. The flyer that we produce for the cleanup day, the community cleanup day. We have a lot of homes with stuff that's just gathering around the house and it addresses the blight that you referred to. And I'm thinking that we take some of those flyers and maybe put them in their doors just to let them know that there's gonna be a cleanup day and we might be able to organize something to help them clean up the junk in their yards. I think it's growing. I don't know, Dana, we have a blight officer, but
We do.
because it seems like it's increasing. And
She's only been here for about 6 weeks maybe, and she has probably gone to 30 properties, I bet.
yeah,
So it will take some time to notice.
yeah, there's a
Yeah.
lot. So I'm thinking of somehow letting these folks know that this is what we're going to be doing on Earth Day and how can we help them?
Mhm.
So it's gonna be a little bit more work, but I think we'll get some good results.
Let me respond to Tina real quick. The blight officer is very resourceful at coming up with ideas to help people. One of the things that she has mentioned is that Foxwoods has a, what do you call it? A room where you destruct things. I don't know. I've never been there. What is it called? It's like a crash room. I don't know what it is, but it's a room where, you know, they have china and glass and metal and toasters and TVs or whatever, and you can go in there and break, you pay to go in there and break things. So she's really resourceful at helping people come up with ideas. She's talking about trying to probably contact you at some time and some of the veterans on people that might want to go and help, because there's people that have things in their yard that people might want. So she's started working, but she's also got some really good resources. So if people have questions, you can always call me about what she's doing.
Lisbon does a cleanup day where people can put stuff out by the road and Public Works goes around and picks all this stuff up and disposes of it. And they ask a couple of the towns around them, like Franklin, to provide a truck and driver to do this too. Maybe
So we used to participate with them years ago.
you used to do it.
Oh, okay.
We used to help them and then in turn they would sweep the borough for us. We swapped off that way. They had a sweeper and they would do that. That was years ago.
Why did that stop?
I think just change in people over there and they never reached out to us at some point.
I know we did it until, I left in 17, so.
It's just that I don't know how long it would take you to do it.
Oh, around here?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know, 70 miles of road.
It could take,
Right.
it could take us all summer, you know?
Well, and
If we
Tina,
could do a section maybe a year,
Yeah,
yeah, that's an idea.
you know, maybe, I don't know, but I'd be fearful of trying to do the whole, no, because we wouldn't get anything else done.
Okay, any other forum, public forum? Dave?
Hayview 59 Lee Avenue. I think one of the problems, people that move into Griswold from other towns are used to having the local public works department, when they pick up their garbage, pick up whatever they have out there, they put stuff out on the curb. I know my daughter did it when she moved up from Norwich, and I promptly chastised her for doing it and hauled away her trash.
Hmm.
But as far as what Tina was saying, now are you saying put fires out and wait till Earth Day to pick up the stuff? Or are you looking at doing special pickups? I know we did one time and
Combining it with Earth Day,
combined, okay.
but like, maybe the month before, we get the flyer
Yeah.
ready, and then we can identify, the homes that could use, can use some help.
Yep, I think it's a good idea.
I know we have the one home that's been identified as being on the list every year with a couple truckloads, so I don't know if we can work something out with the veterans or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Any other public forum? No, okay, number 9,
I'll make a motion to adjourn at 6:21.
second.
all right, all in favor?
Aye.